Good morning, everyone. So I'll just start with a few questions regarding the Home script or whatever you so far did. Just a basic question. I just wanted to know the basic understanding. These are previous questions for the training, but I just repeat them. So who already attended previous sessions, just keep quiet and let's see the others to be answered. Okay. Okay. So first, my question is, where can I place my Home script? As an action item or a button on a flex card, or as a hyperlink on a flex card, or can directly launch when flex card is loaded?
Venu, I think we didn't discuss about flex card,
Oh, that's fine.
so they don't have idea about flex
That's fine. Overall assumptions. What
now,
you are thinking?
yeah.
What they were thinking, that where can I place a flex card? No, OmniScript. What is the use of OmniScript? They might know, right? What is the use of OmniScript? So what they were thinking, that where they can place the OmniScript.
As an action item.
As an action item in where?
Or button on flex card. On flex card.
Okay, that's fine. So can I hide next and previous buttons on a OmniScript based on condition?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No. Based on conditions, we can't hide the previous and next button. If you want, you can hide permanently. If you don't want, you can stay. But on the condition basis, you can't hide and show the previous and next button. You are talking about, I know there is a option called next and previous buttons to be hidden, but that only a permanent one. You can't hide based on condition. You need to go for custom solutions to do that one. Thank you. Can we launch a OmniScript on a OmniScript step? Can we launch an OmniScript step? OmniScript on a OmniScript step? Why? I can put up a button there where I can launch the OmniScript, right? Is it possible? I need answers, guys. Hello. You can type it anyway if you don't want to speak out. I can read off the chat also. So we can't launch OmniScript on a step of a OmniScript. Okay, that's right answer.
Venu, any prizes for not able to answer correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to demotivate them.
I want some gift to me if they can't answer correctly. That's what I'm thinking. Some party.
We'll give some party if they complete their certification. Along with the certification party, we will include some extra salads to them.
Who answers correctly? If they
who don't
wrong,
answer
then
correctly,
they'll give me the party. Yeah.
No, who don't answer correctly, and even though they pass the certification.
I think I can get the top score now.
Okay. So guys, please be responded so that session will be more interactive. And today's session is IP and error handling. Is the very most important thing. Most of them might be covered already, but I'll just provide with the best way how to avoid the minor errors and how to check when you face the errors. I'll go with a simple example. So just let me finish this few questions. So then we'll we'll go with the error handling and other stuff. So which element best allows you to display the data in OmniScript that you have retrieved from the Salesforce or an external system? So you are having data from the Salesforce and external system. Which elements is the best thing that you have to display? Functions, groups, type ahead blocks, and text blocks.
Type ahead blocks.
Type ahead.
No, in part of 16 and might be 14 members, only 2 answers. You know, right, what is type ahead block? I'm question to everyone.
Yes.
Yes, Anand.
What type ahead block? Only type ahead block. It's like a search type of thing. Only one element will be there, and you can display only one thing. So I am asking you the question that you are retrieving a Salesforce data.
Functions, I think. Text blocks.
Text blocks.
Yesterday only Bala shown. No, he on the whether he taken one text block and he shown different data which is coming from an external system, right? So how come the type ahead block? Just read the question and answer, and I need more answers. Okay. What is a send JSON path and one send JSON node? This is very most important in OMISC. If you don't understand this one, no, completely nothing. You will get lot of errors while doing actual work. How many of you know that what is just send JSON path and send JSON node? If you don't want to speak out, just type it in so that I can read out the chart. If you don't know this, then I can assume that you don't know anything in OMISC.
And we can easily cheat by Googling, right?
At least do that one. Go to Velocity University. Where you or no? If you have doubts, where you are searching. Now, for example, generally, Salesforce you will search for the Google. So if you have doubts in while you are doing development, directly you are contacting team member, or you are going to Velocity University or somewhere else and searching for the basic information. If you are quiet, no, I can't help you out with.
Yeah.
It's like a doctor without patient.
I am searching in that success.velocity.
Success community. There you can search.
Yeah.
So just answer this question. What is send JSON path and send JSON node? If you don't tell this one, there's no point of telling me the IP and error heading. That will be also a dummy session. What if you don't mention send JSON path and send JSON port node for the data wrapper? It will return nothing. It will throw error. It will take from the main tool where it is be launched.
I observed that nothing is happening. It will return nothing if you don't provide the proper JSON.
If you don't send any data to the data wrapper, how data wrapper behaves? The basic questions, yeah. If you don't know this one till now, no, definitely you can't. In 1 week, you can't go through the certification, because in certification you will be a lot of difficulty, even more tough, jumble type of questions will come. I am not getting any one answer properly so far.
Let it be wrong, guys. It's okay. Nobody is
At
here
least
to judge it.
I'm just correcting you, no.
Attempt is important. Let it be wrong. That's fine.
I think you are all in India and already woke. It's up to you. What is an integration procedure do? Send and receive the data we need and directly interacts with the user and perform batch process A and B and A and C. This is certification question.
A and C.
Send and receive the data we need and directly interacts with the user. How we interact?
No, A and C.
Perform
Send
batch
and receive and perform batch process.
That's good. Compared to Apex classes, integration processes are what? Easier to maintain, difficult to update, less time to consume to develop. A and B
Less
are
time to
eligible.
consume
A
to
and C.
develop.
Easier to
Easy,
maintain
easy to
and
maintain.
less time consuming to develop.
That's good. Which action element allows the integration procedure to get the data from web API? Data wrapper extract action, data wrapper remote action, HTTP action, data wrapper post action, email action.
HTTP.
action.
Okay. Any other options too that I can do? Yesterday Bala said we also have a remote action. There I can call the Apex, and usually we do, he said like usually we do like we'll calling a Apex, and there we are calling a web APS. Sometimes he said. So remote action is also another option. There we can also call Apex, and from where we can call the web API. It's another option also. That's it. What is set values in OS or IP? Forget about easier to maintain. What is set values in OS and IP?
We can assign the value.
To make dynamic?
Yes.
To make dynamic.
Yeah.
It's static values.
It is static values.
We can't make it dynamic. Oh no, we can make it dynamic, but set values to make it static values. For example, a name or something is there. If you want to, some node is there, you want to populate, pre-populate, or you want to nullify. It helps also. What happens in real time? You are doing some action like a wizard type of thing on OmniScript. You filled some data, okay, and went to next step. As soon as you back to the step, you want to clear some data, okay, because user lot of data going forward and backward. Sometimes JSON will have the entire data. No, you want to clear some data. That time also you use set values to clear that JSON node data or JSON and object data or something. Okay, that's how it helps. Which of the following tabs are in Data Wrapper Designer? So what are the tabs available in Data Wrapper Designer? String tab, extract tab, output tab, AB,
B and C.
B and C.
Extract and
Output.
Output.
Have you ever seen string tab so far?
String tab and
It's not
No.
yet available.
No.
You can use data wrapper formula to concatenate text using algebraic operations. You can use a data wrapper formula to concatenate text using algebraic operations.
Symbols and
No, for example, I mean to say that there is first name and last name. I just assume. I just wanted to concatenate both while performing data wrapper and add it to another field and or update to another field. That can be possible or not in the data wrapper. I think whether the formula is covered or I don't know data wrapper, but
Yes, it is
yes,
possible.
yes, it's possible.
yeah, thank you. Just rapid fire. We'll go.
But it will be through function, right? Not through algebraic operators.
No, I mean to say that same thing like concatenate. Node 1 plus node 2 algebraic operation.
I'm just asking because like if this question comes in the exam, it will be a bit tricky, right? Because I'm not able to do that through algebraic operators like we usually do in Excel. It's like using that concat function that we have, right?
No, we can do it. No, you can.
Plus, you can do?
Plus operator also we can use.
Plus operator.
Operator and quotations we can use.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the data wrapper, we can do. Just let's try for the data wrapper and let me know if you are not getting.
Yep.
Wrapper, what is the image belongs to?
OmniScript.
What is image belongs to?
Operation procedure.
IP.
IP.
What is this image belongs to?
OmniScript.
What is this image belongs to?
OmniScript.
OmniScript.
IP.
This is IP.
What is the difference between IP and OmniScript here?
Icon, lightning icon.
Good. Hey, Dinesh, you are earlier class guy, man. What is image belongs to?
Data wrapper.
Data after post or data after load? No.
Turbo structure.
Anyone?
It is extract.
Don't make confuses, man. Instead, all data raptors have this option. So this is
OmniScript.
that. So let's
Venu,
jump
I
into
like your images, Venu. Rapid fire images.
Venu, I have one question, Venu. Regarding one, like I have 6 options to retrieve data from Salesforce object. So mainly we get retrieve data from Salesforce. We are using data after extract. For insert and update, we are data after post action we are using. But I have 6 options. In this, which 2 options is correct to retrieve from Salesforce object? I will tell the options. Like data after transform is one option, and next data after load, data after post.
Let me write it through. So someone else also can. Data after
load first.
Transform.
One. Yeah, transform. Next load. Next data after post. Next lookup action. HTTP action. Data after extract.
We are extract.
I require 2 options.
You want required from data after? No question. Just can you repeat your question?
Which 2 of these options can retrieve data from Salesforce object?
No, lookup you can get the data, and data after extract. Post will load and load will load. HTTP action, it's just HTTP action from external caller. Okay. Lookup you can get the data and look up, right? So that's how.
Okay.
Got it? So I'm just going for just basic OmniScript where you can develop a small piece of data, you can get it, and how I am just observe that how I am just developing. The first path is that how to develop. So easy way and without, because a lot of where you are communicating within different tools over here, right? So best way is always to avoid errors. Okay. I'm just creating a OmniScript, a simple OmniScript. So what my intention is to create a OmniScript, show his its name and update it. Just simple thing. So first thing is I just wanted to get the account details, right? So I just maintain some account ID or something. It process through. So where I store account details is I am just passing account ID from the page where it is going to be launched itself. Okay, so we don't need to worry about what we are doing over here. Account ID where I am just storing the data, I mean that account ID. Okay, now I just need to get account name where I am going to get from the data raptor, right? So I'll just drag and drop this data raptor extract. I'll just name it. I'll create a new data raptor. I'll copy this because it's not available, right? So I'll create here itself. Okay. Now, I just want to pass the data, right? So what is the data? Account ID. So what happens in real time? You don't have a single parameter. You will be having multiple parameters, multiple information. So again, going data wrapper and making entering all the data typing issues much will come, right? To avoid that one, what I am going to do is I'll just simply run this. Okay. As soon as I run, since there is a data wrapper extract, the data wrapper extract will run with the input values. This is a request and this is a response. Since there is nothing in the data wrapper, I will not get any response. I'm just copying this request. Going to data wrapper development and pasting here. But in the data wrapper, especially for the data wrapper, in the request, a bundle will come extra. Okay, just we need to remove. Just you need to remember this one. Okay, based on this input. So although it seems simple to you now, but while you are developing larger scale data wrappers, it is very much important to first just request the data, and from the debug, whatever the input data JSON is there, just copy there here and paste it here from where you develop it. So that's how you avoid a lot of like copy paste issues, naming conventions, and everything. Okay. I select account. Where I select ID equal to. Now I need to pass input, right? Just I'll copy paste from here. Okay. Next output. Here account, I'll just type name directly. I'll select account. Now output is account details colon name. Execute. Now I know this is going to be output, and I just wanted to show this in the step. So I'll just copy this no name, because this information we need to frame a step, right? So from here itself, I'll just copy. Directly I'll go to step and rename the element, and I'll add text block. From the data wrapper output, I'll just select this name and rename it. Now I'll see. See, automatically it is populated, and the labels and everything I'll update. This way, if you are how the system is communicating, you have to develop from the same way. So just recollect what I am doing. So whenever I need a data, I just prepared the input elements for that. And from there, I just ran the Omni script and took the input, whatever the sample input it is there. No, I collected the sample input from the request and created a data wrapper. There I mentioned the input parameters and output parameters and match the entire. Just copy pasted, because this way, if the larger Omni script, larger JSON data nodes are there you won't get confused at all. Okay, that. So now I just wanted to show you how to set errors. Okay, there are two errors, two ways to do that one. Okay, before that, I'll just add another step for the dummy values. This is just a dummy, don't worry about this. So for example, if the name is equal to Venu, you want to show an error or set an error. There is an option to call SetErrors. Okay. Here we have option to select the name. I just selected the element which I am going to set an error. Okay. So if the name is whatever the field is equal to Venu, I just want to show error message on this element. Which element? Name is element. So sometimes what happens if it is a larger omniscript, name will be having to the multiple steps. So in such cases, what you have to do is you have to take here account details colon name. So in this way, directly it is points to this step. Under that step, this element equals to Venu. Throw a error message on name, you are not allowed. Okay, let's see. So this is X. Now I'll just put Venu and click on next. See, this is one way, but this is where it is pointing to a specific field, and one click on next for the respective field element, it's going to be error thrown. I'm throwing an error. There is another way also showing an error message, that is like the message thing. I show that one also, but it's like it will be on top of the message. I'm adding a message. Here also same thing. We need first a condition. What condition? If name equals to Venu. Okay, success message. If it is equals to Venu, this way I can set a message. This way it is allowed. So if Venu is not there and we are throwing an error. If it is Venu, we are allowing. So here there is a problem. You can see, even though if data is not there, for example, even though if the data is not there, it getting executed, right? It definitely falls on the load. If for example, if the empty form is there, where you are showing all the error messages, that won't look good. How to avoid that one? Only execute this message when add a condition. Name does not equals to. So the same case, no, we had yesterday, we had some discussion like date format thing. So if you date is something, if you want to throw an error message, if on load date values are not empty, that time also if you are showing an error message, it won't look good, right? Where also you can use this thing. When and only that equals to not equal, does not equals to blank, that time only you can execute. Okay, this is set error. Set errors where if you want to throw an error message for the respective field on based on some condition. For example, this is very much clear. So I mean that account.name is equal to Venu, that is pretty simple. But for example, if phone number is there, okay, phone number is there, if phone number count is greater than something like, no, another example, if phone number is all equal to 9, you want to show an error message. That's where function comes to the picture. We'll just drag and drop a function. You just try that one. I'm just giving you for your practice type. Just add a phone number and add a function, okay, where if the phone number equal to all 9s, just make this function is equal to true, and add a set error and throwing that error message, you are not, all the numbers are not no, equal to 9. That throw an error message, do that. That's why you can set errors for the respective field and also set a error message for the respective step. Hope you understood. And do you have any doubts? Hello.
Good till this point.
That's fine. Okay. Next question. The next thing is that I just wanted to update the whatever. I'll just remove this messages and everything. Okay, I'll just add a data after load. Better, I already went for the data after load. Now I'll just go with integration procedure to make you understand better. I'm going integration procedure. I'm going to update. Okay. So now I just drag and drop the integration procedure. But for the integration procedure, I can't create it here itself. I'll just go to integration procedure. I put the name like IP load account. Okay. So most of the time getting a data or while loading a data, best practice to use integration procedure. Why? Because integration procedure will directly handle the error handling. And also integration procedure will have a rollback error option. So that is this one. For example, while you are loading multiple data, for example, simultaneous data, account, contact, and census details and everything. If one thing is getting failed, if you want to roll back all the data immediately, I mean that entire data to be rolled back. So this way, this rollback error messages, I mean that helps. And also integration procedure will have try catch immediate black. I mean by default there is an error handling system that if you are facing some error, automatically that error details will come to the OmniScript data. Okay. Now here I'll just add a data after post action. So I'll say okay. Data after stack action. So I won't directly develop this directly. I'll just because it's out of no, another tab though. I'll just make it like save because to avoid no, other errors. I'll just activate it. I'll close it. Now I'll back to here. Okay, I'll just refresh the screen. Okay. Now here I'll get what is the name IP. Okay, this one. Now I'll go to LWC preview. I'll add account. This is the account ID. I'll paste here. It ran. I elaborate to Venu and click on next. So now I'll go to debug and get the integration procedures input request. Okay. Go to integration procedure by selecting here. I can go to integration procedure. Now this will be the input. I'll just paste the input here. Okay, it is completely input. Now data raptor has come to picture. Okay. I'll just deactivate this integration procedure. So what is the data I need to I need to send to the data raptor? Only the account details, not entire integration procedure. So you are seeing simple simple JSON over here. In real time, the JSONs will be like very much tough. I'll open my JSON yesterday where I worked. So this much data is, you can see this much data is there. In working with this much complex data, if you are going with just like randomly, you will face a lot of issues. That's the reason I'm just showing this methodology to help you out to avoid the errors. Okay, so now I just need this part of a data. So where I'll go to data raptor, you see that there is send.json path and send.json node. Okay, what is send.json path? In the entire JSON, whatever the input JSON, 1 minute, I'm sorry. In the entire JSON, this is entirely path, right? So what is a path from here to here? What is a path? For example, if you want to call a name, what is a path? Currently main object, and under that main object account details is there, under that name is there. Okay, so this way, what is the path for the account details? Just account details, right? In the larger data, like these big JSONs, there will be a multiple things. Here you see final JSON map is there, under one object is there, under target details is there, under some details is there. In this, if you want to target a specific object, you call it like final JSON node colon target details. Only two. That's how you just call this object, and you pass this information to another tool or something else. Here I just have only account details. I'll just copy this account details. Right. So rather than using a regular input, I'll just use another option over here, send only additional input. Here I'll add. Why I am using this here is this helps you to add multiple values. For example, some data raptor will have you need to input larger I mean the larger nodes. Not only account details, you may need to input contact information, sensor information. So this way it will help. So send only additional input. This is account details. Do you want to rename it to another name, or if you want, you can rename it? For example, account details information, if you want put, you can put it. Okay, I'll just put in account details information. So here what happens? Here, what is the input JSON path? Input in the among input, what is the input? What path? And what you want to rename it? I'll just give you. I'll just run through it and I'll give you just a minute. The load account details. I'll copy name, create data raptor here itself. It will automatically create a data raptor. Okay, leave about this one. We'll just go to integration procedure. And now I run through this integration procedure. In the real time also, if you are facing any issue, for example, you went to the OmniScript and you are facing some issue, what you have to do? Just simply run the integration procedure first. First the OmniScript first, whatever the tool. Get the integration, go to that respective debug log, where you will definitely see which one where you are facing error issues. In the response itself, you will see. Just copy the request. Go to the respective element integration procedure. Run from there. There also you will have a debug log. In here you will have many steps over here. Each step will have separate information. So debug response pool. it will contain entire debug log information. Debug log, only debug log information. Full data JSON. Full data JSON in the sense entire input and output informations will be available over here. Response. Response will only whatever the output, complete output response will be available over here. Original input. Here, original input will be available. Here, execution sequence. So in the integration procedure, at current, you will have only one integration data wrapper. In the coming future, or while you are developing live, you will be having many steps. Okay. In the after execution sequence, for each step, now I have only data wrapper extraction. But in further, if you add one more data wrapper, there will be two steps for two nodes. I mean, two options for each thing. One is input, one is output. Okay. For example, if I add another data wrapper, I'll clone here. Just clone here. Okay. Now we'll see again. Execute. You can see that for the first extract, there is a two option. For the second extract, there is a two. One is input, one is output. Okay. So this how whenever you are having any issue with the data OmniScript, you just go to the respective OmniScript, copy the inputs and go to the integration procedure, copy the inputs and output, check the debug logs. In the input, you will have it, what is the input. In the output, you will have what is the output. Okay. Here also you have an issue. A data wrapper giving an issue. What you have to do, just take that, go to the input, and you will having an input option, copy that input and go to the data wrapper, paste it. So you see that here, I'll just delete this because I have added extra. See, I just made account details as account information. You can see here, just compare it. Actual input is account details, but I rename it to account information. This how the input goes. So send JSON path or send JSON node, I hope you understood. So send JSON path is what is a path where you are getting, which you are referring to as a input. And node is what is the rename of this element. Only that top level node information they know what you want to rename it. But for the better communication or anything, if you want to rename that node, you can rename it. Else you can keep the name same it is as. I copy this input. Now I go to data wrapper load. Okay. So this is account information. Name I just wanted to change. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I just extract option. Just deactivate it. I need post action. I'll copy this name after typing. I'll go to create new. I'll paste here. I'll click on OK. Automatically, it will create and go to the respective data after post action. Okay, what we have to maintain, send only additional input. What is the input? What is input path? Account details. Okay. What is output? Account information. I'll just rename it the node. Okay. Now once again I'll run it. This is output. There is nothing output. This is input. What is the input? Here, just copy the input. Okay, I'll go to the data wrap post. I'll paste here. Okay, simply I'll paste here. Okay, and select the object. Which object you want to update? Account. Account. What are the field? So here also a simple trick. Go to the input, copy, go to the fields, paste here. Okay. Here directly it will come account name, object field name. If you paste here, the account information thing and everything will come automatically. Okay. And one more thing we forgot over here is to ID, which ID I should apply, right? I'll just go to here. Account details are not coming. Output. Right. Account ID and copy here. Yeah, ID. Okay. Now I'll prove it. I'll just take this node, add it to here, and entire option. I know, I think you understood what I'm doing. And just add. And here so many confusions are there. Someone asking me like how to insert update. So this is the ID, right? So if you make this upset key, okay, this is going to be like, it's going to update the existing record, and this is the main key for it. Okay, you have to maintain. For example, account details are not there, you are going ID is not there, you want to insert or update. No, if ID is there, you want to insert. If ID is not there, if you want to insert. And sometimes what happens, this node itself not coming, then this data adapter will throw error. To avoid that one, he is required to upset, we will mention. Okay, for example, if just assume that it is not there, it will throw an error. Okay, I'll just give an example. I'll took the backup first. You maintain this as a upset key, and upset key itself not available. Okay. Now we'll see preview. Execute.
I think new account is created.
One new account will create, but earlier it used to come an error. If upset key is there and node it's not available, might be they must handle it. Earlier there was an error. Okay, it's getting a new account, that's all. But if you want to update, you just make upset key and you just maintain it and go there, and the new account will come with a name of it is newly created, and it is this one is newly created. This is one old one, we change it to Venu. Okay, so this is how we just develop the entire thing. So how the majorly just wanted to point out over here is to, whenever you are having an issue, go to the respective thing, and while the development also, just go to the debug and take the input and develop the things. I try to make some errors and doing that, but I think the time is also overlapping more now. If time permits tomorrow or sometime, I'll just go with the, while showing the live example of error and same handling. But the simple way is to handle the errors is just follow this debug log and maintain the sufficient names to the each and everyone, and copy the nodes. Like how, for example, account is not getting updated and you are getting an error. Just run the Omni script, go to the debug log, copy it, and go to the respective integration procedure. Go to the preview it. In the preview, you will face these steps. No, just what is the input for it. Copy the input and go to the respective data wrapper. Paste here. Somewhere like you will find some errors and you rectify it. And here also we have an option to errors. Okay. Hoping I'm just clear. I'm done mostly. If you have any questions on debugging or anything, just let me know. I'll just clarify you.
That's a nice session, Venu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe sometimes you're a little fast with the navigation. Hope everyone understood what Venu has explained. Any questions?
Okay, if there's no questions, we can wrap up, Bala. Thank you.
Yeah. So stopping the recording.